Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today is a very exciting video. Okay, so let's address the elephant in the room so we can just move on and just continue where we left off. Okay, a lot of you guys have noticed, I've seen your comments, I've been gone for quite a bit. 2025 I've only dropped 2 videos. That is unacceptable. I'm not happy with that, but your girl's been working on other projects outside of YouTube, so that kind of took up a lot of time. I haven't been able to film, haven't had the time for it, so your girl is back and I'm going to be dropping some absolute bangers for you. So this video is none other than the P.LOUISE Wedding Wish XL. So I have not used this palette, it is fresh. I'm seeing these colours swatched for the first time with you guys, but there is a lot going on here. So we have some shimmers, we have some beiges, we have some nudes, we have some dark black down here, dark browns, light browns, loads of different shimmers. We've got like champagne, silvers, bronzes. There's a lot, so let's jump straight into it. As always, P.LOUISE cruelty free, we love that. This is a 50 pan palette and each shadow contains 1.2 grams of eyeshadow. On the back it says the bridal series Wedding Wish XL, last fling before the ring. If you see my AM to PM, then you are not new to these swatches, but these are the really cool personalised, you know, your girl gets some personalised. Not bragging, I'm just, you know, they're really cool. Each one of these can hold 11 shadows. Obviously, I'm only going to do 10 per strip because there's like 10, there's 5 lines of 10, you know what I mean? So we're going to do first row, second row, blah, blah. So let's get this on and then start swatching. Let's jump into the first row. I'll read it to you quickly. So the first one is Yours Truly. Moving on to Intimacy, which looks like a really nice shimmer. Then Loyalty, Milestone, Union, Applique, Altar, Hubby, Honeymoon, and Make a Toast. It is a white, so I don't know how pigmented they're going to be because I know white is a hard one. Wow. Surprisingly pigmented. I mean, I don't know why I get surprised when I do swatch these because P.LOUISE's pigments are like... And this is what I mean, I'm not used to the camera, okay guys, didn't even realise I was zoomed in, but we're not going to talk about it. But yeah, no, the white's very pigmented. Do you know what I should have done? I should have done the swatches here. Because then you could see it. Let me change it, Guys, it has been such a long time since I've done a swatching video. I'm not prepared for this. But this is the thing, right? This is real, this is raw. I'm not a makeup artist. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not a professional YouTuber. I'm just a normal person that's just enjoys making videos. So, okay, let's do the white again so we can see it when we take this whole thing off. So that is the white. You know, very plain, very simple, just a normal white, very pigmented, but yeah. Moving on to Intimacy, which is crazy. It's like a gold champagne-y. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's very hard to show you guys, but it's like a gold champagne. Really nice. Let's get that on there. See that? It's like a champagne gold. Very pretty. Then we have Loyalty, which is a very nice, very light beige. Like a sand colour, I would say. That's how I would describe it. It's basically kind of like Intimacy, but just no shimmer, I would say. Like, these two paired together would be perfect. Like, put that down and then the shimmer on top. But there it is. Yeah, it's a bit lighter than my skin tone, so you can see it. Then we have Milestone, which is like very similar to Loyalty, just a little bit darker. Again, a very nice sandy colour. Let's put that straight on there at number 4. There we have it. Number 4 is Milestone. Then on number 5 we have Union, which is almost like the perfect beige. Number 5 is this nice brown colour, very pretty. And number 6 is another very nice nude, which is called Applique. So, you know, a lot of these colours are nudes, they are browns, that sort of tone for a nice bridal smoky eye. So yeah, that is a very nice brown. You can see it next to the other one in comparison how much darker that is. Then we are moving back to another shimmer, which is called Altar. Wow, that is soft. I don't know if you guys can see that on there, but that is shimmery and that's super soft. Let's put, wow. That is thick as well. That is a really nice shimmer. I like that a lot. Wow, look how reflective that is. You can see it in the camera. That is beautiful. That is a beautiful shimmer. I'm so new to this. I've got eyeshadow all over the camera, but we're not going to talk about it, okay? Moving on to hubby at number 8. That's a very soft one. I love the soft ones. They just are so creamy, and that's one swipe. Like, I don't even have to zoom in for you guys to actually see that. That is so creamy. One swipe, and that's like, it's just coverage is there. Then we have Honeymoon at number 9. Another soft one. I love these. Do you know what the thing is? They're not all like the same like consistency. Some are a lot creamier and softer than others, but I just love the soft and creamy ones. They just melt when you like trying to swatch them, and I like that. Some people don't like that, but I love that, because look, you don't need to press hard, and you don't need to like do so many swipes to get coverage. Like, that's what, 2 swipes and the coverage is there. Do you know what I mean? It's just perfect. And then at number 10, the last on the first row is Make a Toast, which is a really nice dark chocolatey brown. Very nice. So let's get that there. Another creamy one. Do you see what I mean? Like, I don't have to like rub hard to get that pigment. Look at that nice ombre. So we got from white down to this dark brown, which is lovely. Starting from the top, we have Yours Truly, Intimacy, Loyalty, Milestone, Union, Applique. Then we have this lovely shimmer, which is Altar. Then Hubby, then Honeymoon. Then the last one is Make a Toast. So look at them lovely, lovely colours. Them shimmers just always hit. I love them. So I'm just going to go in with like a micellar wipe this off, and then we'll move on to the second row. So, you know, trusty little wipe from Primani. Let's get the next stencil on. Okay, so then we've got this second row, which starts with Rock, Value, Promise, Charming, Tantalising, Bride, Tribe, Blessings, Centerpiece, The Big Day, and Sweetheart. So first one is called Rock, which is, this is my dream beige for my nails. So if anyone can recommend this colour or knows this colour, I prefer D&D when it comes to my, you know, my gel. So if you can find this colour in D&D, comment it down please. But yeah, this is Rock. Very nice. Next is Value. Actually, see, this is the thing. I'd either want Value or Rock to be my nail colour. They're both very nice. Oh yeah, that's really pretty. So that's number 2, which is Value. Then another shimmer, which is Promise, which looks crazy. So I don't even know how to describe this one. This is, again, all their shimmers I've noticed are very, very soft. So don't go too hard with these if you do use this palette. But that is like a very... It's more gold than anything, but it kind of looks bronzy in the pan. But like, yeah, bronzy gold I'm going to go for. So that's number 3, and this one is called Promise. God, they go on like a dream. They just go. Then we have Charming, which is a very nice brown. I'm going to say that a lot in this video. Very nice brown, because there are a lot of very nice browns in this. But yeah, this is Charming at number 4 on the second row. So that's more of a powdery creamy one. You get buttery creamy shadows, and then you get like powdery creamy, if that makes sense. If you've had a P.LOUISE palette before, you know exactly what I mean. Next one is another shimmer. This one's extremely, extremely soft. This one's called Tantalising. Very shimmery. Next is Bride Tribe. Again, another creamy one that just goes on seamlessly. This one is Blessings. Another very creamy one, very similar to the last one, but that's slightly darker. Then we have Centerpiece, which is a very nice dark brown. Very nice colour. Then we have The Big Day, which is a very nice creamy one. These are all very, very creamy, you know. A nice dark brown. And then the last one on the second row is called Sweetheart. Very nice. So let's get this off, and then we will read from top to bottom. So first we have Rock, then Value, then Promise, then Charming, then Tantalising, which is so crazy, that shimmer. Then we have Bride Tribe, Blessings, Centerpiece, The Big Day, and then the last but not least, Sweetheart. Okay, so this is the third row. First one is Love, then Endearment, Pledged, Connection, Handsome, Romance, Flower Girl, Unbreakable, Lucky in Love, and Wifed Off. So starting off with a nice shimmer is Love. That's more of like a pinkier champagne. Then we have like a peachy brown, which is Endearment. Next is Pledged. Very, very nice next to each other. This one's called Connection. This one looks crazy. Yeah, look. That just glides on. That's beautiful. It's kind of like an orangey, bronzy colour. Very nice. Like a copper. I like that colour a lot. Then we have Handsome. So I'm noticing with this row there, it's definitely more like a orangey tones to them. Like a peachy orange vibe, and I really like it. It looks really nice. This is what I like about this palette. Although it says like bridal and stuff, and I know a lot of makeup artists use this palette to do bridal looks. It's very versatile, you know. A lot of people don't like colour and pop when they do like an eyeshadow look. They just like, you know, like a smoky eye, or just a little bit of brown, or like a peachy colour, just, you know, something basic. So I really do like that we have like the colourful palettes and then like the not so colourful palettes, and they still have such a range of colours. It's just so inclusive and I love it. This one is called Romance. Then Flower Girl. So this one is called Unbreakable. Very, very shimmery. This one is called Lucky in Love. Then the last one on row 3 is called Wifed Off. As you can see, they're very pigmented. So starting from the top, we have Love, Endearment, Pledged, Connection, Handsome, Romance, Flower Girl, Unbreakable, Lucky in Love, and Wifed Off. I actually forgot to show you it without the stencil on, so there it is. So the fourth line is Fondness, Worship, Vow, Togetherness, Infinity, Roses, Happy Tears, Veil, Kiss the Bride, and Only One. So starting with Fondness at number 1. Very pale yellow. This one's called Worship. Again, a very, very soft, very golden. So yeah, I think this is gonna be my favourite, I think, for the whole palette. Wow, look, even that, you look at it straight on, it's just like piercing bright. Then we have Vow. Then next is Togetherness. Very nice. This one is called Infinity. Oh, that one's crazy. That is so nice. So I will pull out a bit, there you go. You can compare the last two. So this one has more yellow bits in it, whereas I think that one would have like more orangey pink, peachy tones in that. This one is called Roses. Cute. Then we have Happy Tears. Then we have Veil. This one's called Kiss the Bride. Yeah, so this is more of like a subtle shimmer, but the shimmer is there. And the last one on row 4 is called Only One, which is kind of like a burgundy sort of colour, I would say. So it doesn't look that burgundy on camera. We have Fondness, Worship, Vow, Togetherness, Infinity, Roses, Happy Tears, Veil, Kiss the Bride, and then Only Love. Okay, so this is the last row. So starting with a beautiful shimmer called White Dove, then Yearning, Bond, Inseparable, I Choose You, Treasure You, Tie the Knot, which looks like a lovely burgundy red, Bound to You, Marry Me, and No Objections. And we have 2 more shimmers in this row, so let's dive straight in. The first one being a shimmer. But yeah, like I said, this one's called White Dove, a very, very, very soft, pearly silver colour, which is really nice. So let's get that on. Ah, okay, so it actually looks very white, but you put it on and it has like a gold shimmer to it. That is unexpected. I don't know if you guys can see that like gold shimmer to it. Then we have Yearning, very nice. Then we have Bond. This is called Inseparable, and again, it looks insane. I would definitely use these shimmers, but look how nice that shimmer is. This one's called I Choose You. Yeah, that's a really nice colour. Then we have Treasure You. Then we have Tie the Knot. Yeah, it's got that red look about it, which I think is super cool. And then we have Bound to You. Again, very similar to the last one, just a bit more darker and less red hues to it, I would say. The next one is called Marry Me. A very, very dark colour, almost black. And then the last colour, and it wouldn't be a bridal palette if it didn't have black. So this one is called No Objections. Really is a nice black. Definitely recommend this palette. I know it's very hard trying to find a black and a white that has pigment, and these have pigment, which is really nice to see. Okay, starting from the top, we have White Dove, Yearning, Bond, Inseparable, I Choose You, Treasure You, Tie the Knot, Bound to You, Marry Me, and No Objections. That is all the eyeshadows swatched from the P. Louise Wedding Wish XL palette. I do actually have like the mini wedding ones, which have like, I don't know if they have all the same colours but just smaller, or if they are different. Maybe I should swatch that if you guys want to see that. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and comment down below what palette you want to see next. Do you want to see more palettes? Do you want to see more swatches? What do you want from me, guys? What do you want to see more of now that I'm back? Thanks so much for watching, guys. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you do not miss a video when I post. Bye, guys.